They are looking better now than they were an hour ago. They've had one false start, and it was caused by the United States, who got away very fast then. But apparently we have a good start, and there are Holmes and Redgrave, coxed now by Pat Sweeney, qualified in this event directly to the final, but this is still their fifth.
The first half. So you must settle them into a strong, long rhythm, not ask too much of them in the first 1,000 metres.
Holmes and Redgrave tested our nerve yesterday when they were down with 250 metres to go against the Romanians and rode through superbly to take that title. Here now, the challenge is between Italy in lane 6, East Germany in 4. The East Germans, represented by Dieter Kirchhoff and Mario Streit, new crew since East Germany took the bronze medals last year. They've come from the 8th, 4th last year. Nearest to us, the Americans, Walters and Terwilliger. We'll get the times at 500 metres. Britain in second place, 3 1/4 seconds down on the Italians, and only just ahead of the East Germans, with Romania in 4th.
At this stage, Pat will have settled them. He won't be too worried about the Italians being a length ahead. He won't want them to be any further ahead. He'll need to motivate them, lift them through the tiredness of racing another World Championship final in 24 hours, call the race plan, the bursts, the position of the other crews, and steer as straight as a ruler. He's the best in the world, so he can do it.
Coming towards the 750-metre mark, Italy lead. Romania making their presence felt. The East Germans there. Britain's Holmes and Redgrave there. And this developing into the epic battle which had been expected. The question is, can the Abbagnales get far enough in front of Italy that they cannot be pulled back? The timings at halfway may give us a clue. Angle of the cameras can be very deceptive, and before jumping to conclusions, it may pay us to wait for the times at the halfway stage. The margin, remember, was 3.25 between Italy and Great Britain at 500 metres. They go through halfway. Abbagnales maybe 2 lengths in front. Margin that was 3.25 is now 5.38. So, Colin, it's all on the last 1,000 metres. And what goes through Pat Sweeney's mind at this point?
Well, it's in this third 500 metres that he must keep them long and strong. They will really go very hard indeed the last 300 metres of the race, but the Abbagnales are a proud, independent pair, farmers from Naples. They don't even train with their national team. They don't go to altitude. They are determined to add this championship to their Olympic gold and their world goals beforehand.
The Abbagnales' record in the 1980s is impressive indeed. 7th in the Moscow Olympic Games, world champions in 81 and 82, bronze medalists in 83, Olympic champions in 84, world champions in 85, silver medalists in 86. That's the challenge that Holmes, Redgrave and Sweeney have to overcome. Sweeney, canny and experienced, and a man who knows his crew, and a man who won't panic, but a man who will be looking now for the supreme effort. It was always known that this was going to be a tough week. You're looking at the Romanians, Popescu and Tomayaga, champions 2 years ago, now have a new cox, Maureen Gheorghe. .500 metres to go as they pass this check mark. 2 lengths still the margin.
They've got to start building now. If they're expecting to leave it any later, they can forget it. They've got to go for that line now. They've got to start building the rate, building the pressure, and start pegging them back. They've picked up a second in the last 30 strokes, but they're going to need a lot more now.
Well, there's nothing left to save it for now. They've had to pace themselves over the week, over 5 tough races. But now they have 400 metres to go, and that's the end. The great challenge that's captured the imagination of so many, the spectators' enclosures down below us, packed as their peers gather round to watch this great duel between 2 legendary pairs in world rowing. Carmine and Giuseppe Abagnale, who do their training on the Bay of Naples, leading from the pair from the Thames, Andy Holmes and Steve Redgrave. It's beginning to look as though Holmes and Redgrave may have to settle for gold and silver, but it's going to be a real battle still to the line. Holmes and Redgrave, can they come back at the Abagnales? It's now 150 metres to go. Italy first, Great Britain second, the Romanians not out of it. Holmes and Redgrave now will begin to feel the effects of those tremendous races. They will have competed over 1,000 metres by the end of the week. The Abagnales giving it everything they've got, and they've got about a length and a quarter, and they've only got 50 metres to go. It's going to be Italy first, and the great British challenge has to settle for gold and silver. The Romanians come third. A wonderful victory for the Italians, but they had the advantage of aiming only for 1 target, and if that is failure for Great Britain, it's glorious failure indeed.